Hey guys, welcome back to the Foolish Show. Of course, I am Foolish Phil. Want to give you some of my thoughts after Michigan's 45-7 victory over Nebraska. Solid win, man. This is like the best the team has looked all year, I would have to say. And just great. I mean, Henderson started on the offensive line, and the offensive line looked really solid. In fact, the only times JJ got kind of hit or hurried, it was Henderson who kind of gave it up. So hopefully they can smooth that out. But overall, great. I mean, consider this. Nebraska came in averaging giving up the fewest rushing yards in the NCAA, and Michigan put up 249 rush yards on them. Pretty good stuff there. Pretty good stuff. Solid win, man. First game on the road, you don't really know what you're going to get, and it made me think just like Iowa last year. That was Michigan's first road game last year, and boom. They just come out, and last year they scored on a reversed Ronnie Bell. This game, they come out, Nebraska won the coin flip, deferred, and so Michigan got the ball, came out and hit, Wilson there for the 29-yard touchdown pass. Circus catch, one of those great ones where he catches the ball, behind the guy's helmet, gets a foot down for the touchdown. Great, Michigan's up 7-0. A big point there, too, is that Michigan was able to just run the ball up the middle, right? Just attacking the defensive tackle, or that position in Nebraska's 3-3-5, right? Go right at it, right? And that was just working well, just running up the middle. Nugent, our center, just played especially good, man. Even on those short yardage ones, they would show him just pushing his guy to the side, and Corum or Mullings would just come through. I got to say, another shout-out, Mullings looked really good, man. Got that 20-yard touchdown. Got some other third down conversions. Mullins looked really good, man. Gotta say, Edwards looked good, too. I mean, the whole team looked good, man. What can you say? Oh, but yeah. Roman Wilson got the first touchdown. Michigan plays defense. Second snap of the defensive series. Get a tip by McGregor. Grant gets the interception. 3 plays later, like I said, Mullins is like third and short. And he gets a hole, and he takes it for 20 yards. 14-0 Michigan. Talk about taking out the crowd, man. I have nothing but respect for Nebraska fans. Everything I heard is that they're really good fans, really nice fans. Like that's like one of the best, if not the best, stadium to go to a game at in the Big Ten. Hopefully I'll get there someday, but that really took Nebraska out of the game. Down 14-0, like 8 minutes into the game. And from there, it just kept going and building and building. Michigan got another stop on a fourth down. The quarterback run was stopped, and they get the ball back, and they go on a nice, 88-yard drive, I think it was, for another touchdown, another 20-yard play there where JJ saw no one was covering him, ran the ball. A super important block there about the 10-yard line by Cornelius Johnson. Walks right into the end zone, 21-0. Defense is holding solid. Michigan gets the ball again. Under 4 minutes, they do a perfect 4-minute offense. Just score one more touchdown. JJ rolled out, hit Wilson in the back, streaking on the back, 2 feet down, tap, nice. 28-0 Michigan at halftime. I love this stat. Michigan had four rushers with over 30 yards apiece. JJ, you had Mullings, Edwards, and Corum. So everyone had over 30 yards rushing. Those 4 guys in the first half, excellent. Passing game really stepped up. I mean, JJ was a little inaccurate, probably a little juiced, right, on the road for the first time. A little bit of inaccuracy, but he smoothed that down and started throwing darts. Nice crossing dig routes, I think they're called, or corner routes to Cornelius Johnson. Great. I mean, in fact, if you look at this whole game, Michigan only didn't score on one possession. I think it's one possession. Maybe until maybe the way into the second half. But one possession they didn't score on. And that was when JJ missed Johnson on, I think, an out corner route by a yard. Maybe the wind pushed the ball. The next play he threw a little high to Loveland, who let it go through his hands. Probably would have fallen for a first down. And then third down, they got stuffed on a draw attempt. So Michigan, 4 touchdown drives out of 5 drives in the first half. Just brilliant, right? And just Michigan football, right? Running and then passing, and Nebraska had no answers. When you can get short yardage, and you're just going to pick it up. You just pick it up. Michigan's line was just going to pick it up, and that's just what you want to see. Second half, 28-0. You want to see Michigan continue to play well. You want to see them continue to dominate Nebraska. First play of the second half, Nebraska hits, I think, a slant again, and it goes for a big chunk of yards. But Nebraska gets stuffed, right? It's like the 20-yard line. They get a sack on them, force them to kick a field goal, miss. Still holding the shutout. Offense got the ball back, touchdown. Then JJ came out after that one. Yep, JJ came out when it was 35-0, and he came in, led Michigan on a field goal drive. Again, force 4th and 10. They get a sack. Michigan up 38-0. Michigan gets there with I think this was with Denagel as the quarterback. Nice 8-yard pass to O'Leary. It's 45-0. Yeah, just like, okay, this is looking good. Oh, they didn't score with Warren. There we go. There's the other drive they didn't score with. The last drive Michigan had the ball. They didn't score with Davis Warren. He had the 4th down play deflected. What a game. Just a few stats. Just 17th straight Big Ten victory by Michigan. 17th straight. I think that tied for the 4th longest all time. Next, Nebraska. Almost. They had that nice long run, 74-yard run. Almost had their first shutout at home since 1960s, but they got it. They got it. Kudos to them. And an interesting thing, this is a little bit two-way. Michigan had 0 penalties called against them. The Michigan broadcast made a good point of this. The refs were just wanting to go. They probably had another game to go to tomorrow or something. They had a flight to catch. The refs basically let everything go in the second half. Offsides, blatant holds, blatant pass interferences by both teams. They didn't call any of it. Like, we're out of here. We don't care. It's honestly when they had that last timeout by Rule, it almost looked like the ref was talking to him on the sideline. Like, why did you call that timeout, man? We got things to go. We got things to do. Why did you call that timeout? But Michigan had 0 called penalties. It is what it is. That might be like the best game I've seen Michigan play overall in a really long time. The offense was clicking. There were no terrible gaps. Obviously, when you look on review, there will be mistakes here and there. But just a great game because Michigan had not really played this fluid, this solid, this complete of a game yet this year. No, and all through the cupcakes, they didn't play this against Rutgers, who was a quality opponent, more quality than I would say Nebraska was. Still, it was nice to see Michigan just dominate like a number 2 team should dominate, right? It was over. I mean, you're just like hoping that, as a fan, as a pessimistic fan, like, oh, don't let Nebraska back here. They get the ball to start the second half. Don't, always in the fear of my mind. Don't let it score. 45-0. 45-0. What can you say? Excellent effort. First road game. Passed that test. Check. Plus on that one. Excellent job by Michigan. Excellent job by the coaches. It was great to see the backups get in there. Backup running backs. 4 quarterbacks played. None due to injury. It was nice that, Tuttle didn't get injured on the first snap, like he did in that other game. So, lots of backups got action. That just builds morale for the team. O'Leary gets the touchdown. Denagel gets that pass. Nice pass to him. It just really, let's go. It really builds the morale of the team, and hopefully they'll keep that going. Tough game next week again at Minnesota. Night game in Minneapolis, Minnesota, I believe it is. And so that's going to be another tough test. See how Michigan continues to roll this. Keep rolling and keep rolling. Will the defense stay solid? They gave up some chunk plays, but, they got to smooth those things out. You didn't play a perfect game, right? Like 3-4 chunk plays in this game. Got to smooth those out. Better teams are going to score touchdowns on all those chunk plays. So you got to smooth those out. Ohio State is going to score touchdowns on those chunk plays. You got to smooth those out. So, good things to work on. O-line looked much more improved. Maybe it was because of Nebraska, but again, they had the number 1 rush defense in the country. So, take it for what it is. You don't know quality of opponent and yada, yada, yada. But 249 rushing yards, I'll take that. I'll also be very happy to take a 45-7 victory any day of the week. Hey guys, just some foolish thoughts. I enjoy this game. I hope you did too. They don't come around like this very often, and it was nice. If you guys have any thoughts, put them in the box below. I'll try to respond as I'm able to. Until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and go blue!